Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's good? I am the dark skinned marksman J-Steed, and he is.
Mr. Every Night, holder of the Infinity Stone, looking like Mr. Infinity right now.
There you go. And this is Rat Pack Media, and we are back for season 2.
I mean, if you want
Yes,
to
we.
call it season 2, man, we just had to take a little COVID break. You
Yeah,
know,
that too. We were quarantined for quite some time. I mean, but not for nothing. I kind of wanted to enjoy the so-called summer vacation that we had as best as I possibly can. But like I said, we are here. This is episode 1 of season 2. And I'd like to say that Mr. Every Night found a bit of a doozy of a topic to discuss. I already got my drink here. If you guys need some time to go get your drinks,
word.
feel free to.
Drink check,
Uh,
drink check.
there you go. What you got in the glass?
Jack and ginger ale.
Gentleman's drink. And I got the Captain Morgan and ginger ale in my red cup.
Nice.
So let's toast it up. Here is to I want to say a successful season 1 because I realized that our audience grew.
Word.
Mr. Every Night, if you would elaborate on that.
We've been hitting very far places. Like, um, I can't think of the top of my head right now, but
Finland, I,
Finland,
I,
I mean, but we went even
Germany,
further than that. We went further than that.
or where?
Yeah, let me research.
I recall Germany, Finland, Ireland, I think Scotland, a few in the United Kingdom. Shout out to everybody over there in those countries.
Showing us love.
Yeah, exactly. Virginia. Locally, we got Virginia. We got Wisconsin, right? I think I saw Wisconsin. We're actually expanding. We're growing. There's some growth here. There is some growth here. And while Mr. Every Night looks that up, I just want to let our listeners know that our family actually has grown. Like I don't want he this particular podcast is, I want to say, I don't want to call it a spawn from Rat Pack Media, but we have inspired, and that's Nate Luna to start up his own podcast called The Chase. And I was actually on one of his episodes that's coming up. And at some point, uh, both Mr. Every Night and myself will be on an episode, maybe even Every Night himself, for a solo run on the Chase. And just look out for that. Once again, that is The Chase starring Nate Luna. And he was actually on the show once upon a time ago on our COVID episode and our what was it, the Dominican episode we
Yeah,
did,
Dominican.
Identity Crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on the show, aka Mr. Tin Man, as he likes to be called sometimes. But yeah. So like I said, our audience is growing. Do you have that information, Mr. Every Night?
Yes, Singapore. We made it all the way to Singapore.
Hey, that is what's up. Look at that. See, hey, I mean, I don't know the algorithm. I don't know how it works. I'm still trying to figure that out. But somehow, some way, we are reaching people, and that's a great thing. That's one of the many gifts that the internet has brought us.
Yes, people want.
Number one being RPM, which is Rat Pack Media for those that don't know. So every night, what's up with you, man? I mean, before we jump into this topic, it's been a while, so
Yeah,
what's new?
besides
What's going on?
besides working, you know what I mean? I'm like I'll be out there in the fields slaving, picking this cotton.
Oh, so you say you a field Negro? That means I'm a house Negro.
Yeah,
That it's so crazy how that just fits the representation, the symbolism, and all that. It makes sense because I'm definitely working from the house. I'm allowed to be able to work from home. Maybe it's a fortune, maybe it's not. It's a gift and a curse, if you ask me, because it's actually boring being in the house all day, every day. Like, I'd like to be out there, but the only thing I do not miss is being on them trains, them NYC trains. I cannot stand them. You know.
they,
Other than that,
they still be
I'm a,
showtime, and that should pisses me off. Like Yo, oh, and by the way, I met your twin.
Who? Oh,
El Raj, man.
Aldis Hodge.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, yeah, yo. I mean, you should have asked him, yo. Do you remember Terrence? Because he asked my name. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh no, no, I showed him the picture, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, he remembered it.
Yeah,
You serious?
yeah.
Okay.
I told him it's a small world, and he said he looked at the pic and said, "Oh shit."
Was funny story about that picture. You know what? Being that we're speaking about the picture, let me just say that maybe I'm gonna put it up on the Rat Pack Media Instagram. That's Rat Pack Media spelled out. I believe it does it have underscores between each word. I'm not sure.
I'm not even sure.
Well, while I begin telling the story every night, if you could look it up real quick. Yeah, so I'm gonna put it up on the IG so you guys understand what we're talking about. And I do bear some resemblance to Aldous Hodge. I'm not gonna even hold you. I mean, we come from the same tribe, I have to say, so we might be cousins somewhere down the road. Who knows? But anyway, um, so I was at a apple cider event in Brooklyn, and I was in the men's room. So, I finished taking a leak. I go wash my hands. I look in the mirror and I see this dude come in. So I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, yo, wait, whoa, whoa. That's MC Ren from the NWA movie. But I didn't know his name at the time.
Now, that's not
So I
what you said.
rushed out.
That's not what you said.
Huh?
Like, how the fuck am I walking in the bathroom if I'm washing my hands?
This guy here. So I rush out the bathroom. I pull my phone out and I quickly go on, what is it, IDMB? Or IMDb or whatever. Yeah, IMDb, excuse me. So I quickly go on there and I look to see. I was like, yo, that's that dude. So I go up to my girl. I was like, yo, that's that guy. He's in the men's room. She's like, why you ain't asked for a picture? I was like, I'm not gonna ask another dude for anything in the men's room. That's just not right. It's not correct. It's not correct behavior. You
Especially
know.
while he holding his stuff.
Right. So I see him walk by, and she's like, "Yo, ask him." I was like, "Yo, I'm not a groupie. I'm not gonna ask a man to take a picture with me." So she runs down on him. Excuse me, my boyfriend want to take a picture with you. I was like, "Aw." He was like, "Yo, what's up, man? What's your name?" I told him. He shook my hand. He's like, "Aldis, Aldis." He didn't tell. He didn't Hollywood me, so he didn't say his full name. You know what I mean? So, we took the picture. And that was that. And I was like, oh, snap. Put it on Facebook, whatever. Few people were like, oh, you look like y'all could be brothers. Okay, I'll go with
Somebody got some explaining to do.
it. Well, hey, my father is West Indian, and he has been a known cheater. So, which is a great segue into today's topic. Now, as I said at the top of the show, every night definitely brought up a pretty a bit of a doozy of a topic for us to discuss. So just to give you guys some insight going forward, this topic is probably going to be a two-parter because we're going to do the male's perspective, which is every night and myself. So there's going to be some fuckery involved, especially considering that we drink, and that's why we were rambling on so we could build up that drunkardness to give you guys a better show. So just sit back and enjoy. The topic is, can a woman's behavior push her man to cheating? But like I said, we're going to do the male's perspective and we're going to do the female's perspective just to make things fair. So with the second part of the show, we're going to actually bring in a guest host or a guest speaker to discuss this. So let's get to it every night, every night, every night. Let's talk about this.
Yeah, I believe that a female doing all the wrong things would drive a dude to just step out of the relationship just for,
Okay.
and it don't even have to be for sexual reasons.
Mm. Okay. Could you give us some possible reasons as to why this could possibly be? Like, come on.
She could be distant, showing signs of not caring about the person. She could be
Mm-hmm.
just driving him away to where he has to be with another female for companionship, to laugh with,
Mm.
to hang out with, to go to movies with.
Mm. So wait, let me just ask you, since you're talking on the topic, um, cheating, does it always have to involve sex? And this is just your opinion. Again, for our listeners, we are not professionals on what we talk about. We're just giving our own perspective, inciting conversation. If you would like to join the conversation, please hit us up at Rat Pack Radio NYC at gmail.com. In the subject line, please put the name of this of the episode that you're talking about so that we can read your emails on our future podcast episodes. So every night, once again, like I said, does cheating, does it necessarily for you involve just sex?
Um, no, because it depends. Like if you try to include your girl in some of the stuff that you like to do, like hey, let's go out, hang out. She don't want to do that. She don't want to hang out with you or do
Mhm.
anything that you like to do, but you do it with somebody else, then it's cheating. But
Really?
like it depends because like if you never invited her to do these things, then you're doing it behind her back. Then that's cheating. But
Mm,
if she shows no, like you try to get her into these things, she shows no interest, but you already had like female friends that you did these things with, then it's not cheating. But if
right.
you meet somebody new and started doing these things with, then that'll be a form of cheating.
All right. So let me just ask, just playing devil's advocate right here. Now you're a heterosexual male, I'm assuming, correct? So if you make friends with a new friend with a male and you do these things with that dude, is do the same rules apply?
No, because these are there should be no sexual tension there. You know what I mean? Like me and you met at a party and we became cool. We started hanging out. You know what I mean? Does that mean you're cheating?
I mean, if you wanna make it even sound even creepier, we technically met on Facebook first and
Well,
then met at a party.
yeah,
Every night's a internet creep. I was underage. I'm joking.
hey, bro, I like your memes.
Oh shit! But yo, but all right. So by your definition, you what you're saying is if you're sharing um something that could be possibly considered an intimate situation, doesn't necessarily mean means romance, but like something that might be considered special with your lady, but you're actually engaging in that activity with someone other than your lady
Yeah,
that is of the opposite sex, that could be, well, oh man, excuse me, that could be looked at as cheating.
especially if this is a new friend you just like met. Like if these are
Okay.
longtime friends and this is what y'all been doing, this is a normal thing. But
Hmm.
you in a relationship and you just met some random chick, let's say, oh, a new coworker, and y'all
Right.
start doing these things. That's like dating. Even
Mm.
though y'all not hugging and kissing, it can lead
Right.
to that because feelings start to get involved.
Ah, okay. All right. So you're saying that this is pretty much a situation that can lead, it can slide into becoming something
Yeah, that's the
as far as feelings being involved.
yeah, that's the work husband and on work wife. That's how the
Ah,
come along.
okay. All right. So let me ask. So since we're kind of getting, digging into that rabbit hole, um, have you ever been in this situation on either side?
Oh yeah, chicks hung out with me because I was pretty cool, and you know what I mean. Next thing you know,
You have any stories you care to share or nah?
I can't like remember offhand, but that's how it started.
All
Most
right. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you. I'll tell you a situation that I had. I want to say about maybe 10 years ago. You know, just just complete transparency for our audience. I'm not gonna bring up a topic and not share if I have something personal to add to it. So, because for me, these are all things in the past, you know, and as a grown man, I've learned from my mistakes and made myself better, you know, considering I'm a father, I have a daughter. So everything that I've done in the past, I've learned lessons from. You know, can't grow if you don't learn from your mistakes. So in the past, I was I was with this grown little girl, let's call her that, right? So for the sake of the audience, we're gonna call her GLG, grown little girl. Now, the reason why I call her grown little girl GLG is because she was highly immature, right? And her whole ideology or approach to relationships was based off of everything she saw on TV and movies. And her whole idea, because mind you, she wasn't an American. She was from the Caribbean. So her whole idea of American black males was that off the rip, we're cheaters. And yeah, I already see your face that black American males are cheaters, and we tend to step off and have outside relationships and create outside families, right? So dealing with this girl, everything I did was under scrutiny. If I responded to her in a certain way, why did you say it like that? What does that mean? Like it had to be a conversation on like little things. So it was annoying. Then it got to the point where I couldn't put my phone down around her and walk away because then she's trying to break into my phone, to see who I'm talking to see if anybody I'm communicating with is a woman. It was annoying dealing with that. Then it started getting to that point of you're a cheater. You're cheating on me. I know how you American men are. Like it was crazy. Like every day, if let's say, because at some point, stupid me, I started living with the girl, right? Now, let's say I wanted to go to, let's say, Popeyes, which was down the block. Yo, if I wasn't back in less than 30 minutes, she was blowing up my phone. Yo, every night it was crazy. So, mind you, I had homies in the neighborhood. So, you walk to the store, you see people, you stop, you know, give your homie a pound and have a few words. Phone blowing up. What the fuck? So it got so crazy that even if I went out and hung out with the homies, what time are you coming back? I'm not sure. Maybe 11, 12. I don't know. 11 o'clock comes. Dogs, my phone is going crazy. I got text messages. I got phone calls. I got voicemails. So one night hanging out with my crew, they started making jokes about it. So I said, you know what? I turned my phone off. I took the battery out. I just put it down. Yo, when we were about to leave and I turned my phone on, bruh, I must have had about 60 missed calls, 40 something text messages, and about maybe 10 voicemails.
Mm-hmm.
Like this chick was crazy. Like she just kept because like I said, everything she swore everywhere I was going, I was gonna bag a chick, or a chick was gonna be all up on my dick, something crazy.
See, that
And
stemmed
what'd you
from
say?
that must have stemmed from watching her father do these things or early birth boyfriends doing these things.
I think it's more the early boyfriend, and then on top of that, being that she was Caribbean, and you know that whole American versus Caribbean nonsense. You know what I'm talking about, right? That coupled with what her friends would tell her about American men, even though most of which never even dated or even seen an American man, because a lot of, well, excuse me, let me not say they'd never seen, but they only seen tourists.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say that, that means that these are the types that probably never been off the island,
yeah.
right? So it got to the point where she started like really going hard, talking about I was cheating on her. I'm like, yo, I'm not doing nothing, right? So what I did was I tested her, right? I wanted to see what was going to happen. So I got some girl's number off of Black Planet, right? And I called this person and I left a voice. No, I called her, and when I knew she was about to pick up, I hung up. So then the girl calls me and then left a voicemail on my phone. I didn't answer, so she left a voicemail, right? So I checked the voicemail, listened to it, and I let it stay on my phone as listened to. So that's when I learned that she had broke into my voicemail. Somehow she got into my voicemail. And when she heard that, she called me and she flipped out, talking about, "Oh, I know it." Da, da, da. Like she started going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Yo, now you just showed me I can't rock with you because you invaded my privacy. You know, you're accusing me of stuff that I'm not doing." I was like, "I never even met this person. I have no intentions on meeting this person." I'm like, "Yo, I'm work home, work home, work home. I only hang out with the fellas like once a month. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I'm in the house playing PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. I ain't doing nothing. You know where I'm at, but I'm cheating, right?" So months and months of this torment. This goes on. I'm being accused of cheating. So you know what? Got to that point where it's like, yo, you accuse me of it, I might as well. So I said, fuck it.
So wait, hold on. Your timelines are not adding up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You said PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and you met
Hmm.
this, and you was talking to this chick on Black Planet. Hmm.
Yeah.
Black Planet while PlayStation 3 was out? Really?
Yeah. Bro, Black Planet was still going. It wasn't popular, but it was still going.
I mean, it's
You
still
know what I'm
going
saying?
now, but shit.
Yeah, no, I mean, it just because it wasn't popular, that means that doesn't mean people wasn't on it. Black people were still on it. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I was just looking for a quick, easy skeezer. Hate to even say it, but that's what it was. Just to get the number, just to run the test. You know what I'm saying? So that's all that was. You know. So like I said, she pushed me to the. I felt that she really pushed me to that point because I understand that people are going to say, "Oh, you was weak." Maybe I was weak. Again, as I said at the top of my story, I learned from my mistakes and made myself into a better man. Because certain things I'm not going to tolerate, and the fact that I sat there and I allowed myself to be subjected to that type of behavior that was distributed had some insecurities. I had some issues with myself that I had to work out. I had to realize that when as a man in a relationship, you still have power. You can't just allow somebody to treat you some way because you're afraid that you're going to hurt their feelings. And that's pretty much where I was with it. But then still, yet and still did the stupid shit and stepped out on that relationship. Oh, excuse, damn, this thing is gassy. Got
So
me gassy. Excuse me.
yeah, I know where you went wrong.
Huh?
I know where you went wrong. You were supposed to give
Okay.
one good donkey punch right to the back of the head. That would have set it off. Know what I mean? She was
Oh
like, "Oh
yeah.
my God, he hit me. He must really love me." By the way, I don't
See,
condone violence on women. Just a good donkey.
but see, here's the thing, right? So the way that situation came to be, as far as me stepping out, I didn't go looking for it, right? I was on a train, and this girl comes up to me, and she just was like, "Yo, I think you sexy." I was like, "Huh?" Now, as a man, I don't know, like in New York, it's not it's
Yeah,
not a common thing for girls to just walk up to a dude and just say something like that. You know what
word.
I'm saying? I'm sure in other states in America, it's not a crazy notion. But I mean, I've had women come up to me and compliment me, but to blatantly say, I think you sexy, take my number, and I call her, she asked me what my situation is. I told her, and she was like, okay. I was like, what? So next thing I know, I'm engaging in backshot mania up in her crib. I'm like, whoa,
See, but
you know,
it can go two ways when females approach a dude. It could go the way you went, or it went with you, where she was like, "Hey, I think you sexy," or it could be straight up raw, and you be like, "What the fuck just happened?" I had chicks come up to me like, "Yo, you look nice in your suit. I bet you got a big dick." Like, what the fuck?
wow,
What?
wow, yeah.
You just gotta walk away at that point. Like, yeah,
I guess. I guess. I mean, again, it was really nowhere for me to go. I was on the train. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, I was seeing this girl on the train for like weeks, and I knew she was staring at me. I even tested her one time because I was acting like I wasn't looking at her, and I just yawned. And then she caught the yawn and started yawning too. And in my mind, I was like, "Yeah, I got her. She watching me,
yeah.
right?" So, boom, like I said, I'm up in the crib. It's backshot mania. So then, soon after, that's when I learned she had a man.
Ooh.
So I'm like, okay. I guess this is one of them crazy type situations. I never questioned her situation. I never asked anything, but then I soon found out that this was a classic case of his behavior pushing her to do what she was doing because it's pretty much a situation where he was working all the time. He was always at work, never made time for her. So she just went about her business and started getting her jollies off.
Yeah, but that's not even fair because sometimes you can't help but to be at work. Your schedule is like
I
that.
get it. I get it, and I totally understand. I mean, it is what it is, but who was I to complain? Because I was living, I was high off the hog,
So you word, you beatbox in her box.
pretty much. So yeah, I mean, but like I said, it drove me to do something I really didn't want to do, and I did it. Do I regret it? I regret the action, but to whom it happened to, not really,
Yeah,
not really.
I had a situation where I mean, I work a lot, and when I try to hang out with them, they're like, "Oh, I can't do this, can't do that." All of a
Mm,
sudden, you over here sliding off with the next dude, and I'm like,
Wait, so let me ask how did all right, first off, how did it come to be where you realized things done changed? Like what was the signs?
I just happened to see something online, and then I just started following the trail. You know what I mean? I love the internet. You can't hide nothing from me.
So pretty much she was sloppy.
Both of them were sloppy. I got a I got a
Ah,
I got a certain set of skills. If I want to steal a phrase from the movie Taken,
okay. All right. So, all right. So let me ask now, how did it come to be? Like, did it start off with them asking for time from you and you just not being able to give it, or was it
oh,
like a change in sex behavior on your part?
her excuse is that I don't have time because I'm always working. But when I ask
Okay.
you, let's go do this, you don't want to do it. When I do have time,
Mm. So did you confront her when you found out what you found out?
of course,
So how did that go? Like, come on, details, man.
and we're not together. This shit is done. You know what I mean?
Yo, you get, yo, you, I swear to God, bro, your story just kills me right now.
I know
But
because I just cut shit out. I'm like, she's like, oh, I only did that because you didn't have time for me. I'm like, yo, that's bullshit. Because I always offer like even before I go to work, yo, let me come
mm.
see you or whatever, and you don't be feeling it. So you know what? You go be happy with that dude.
So let me ask, was it when she was cheating on you, was it sexual or was it quality time?
It's probably both.
So you wasn't able to really give her quality time, but you was trying to serve up the back shots.
No, no, I was trying to give quality time. But
Okay.
and what she was probably with the dude is probably both. I don't know. It's not like I was watching them. I don't got that much time on my hands to be watching in the windows and shit.
I mean, shit, tracking and trailing on the internet is actually no difference to be
Oh,
from my standpoint,
I mean
you
that
know, because I
I could
mean,
do that much.
but is you could be a little bit more invasive, inclusive when it comes to that.
Yeah, but I could do that in like 5 minutes. I can find anything I want.
Mm.
But
All right. All right. Well, I guess that's what it is. It happened to you. I mean, has it happened to me? I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I don't really don't know if it's ever happened to me in the past. It might have, for all I know, because you know,
well,
see now you got the gears going in my head because I
sort of
don't think
happened.
I don't think I've, huh?
It sort of happened to you with that girl with the lawyers.
The girl with the lawyers, the girl with the lawyers.
One
Jog my memory.
the ones that saw how the lawyer was tricking out on her friend.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
same
yeah.
situation.
But that was gold digging. It
It's,
was it
it's,
was.
it's
She
still
was more of a car hopper.
oh yeah, but
You know.
it's still like on that borderline where oh you're not doing this, so I'm gonna go with him because he's doing this.
Yeah, I guess so. But but in that situation, I mean, I guess it falls in line, or I guess it falls in league of our topic. Like, but then again, it's not my behavior. It's just,
Yeah, I mean
you know,
you couldn't do this at the time, so she was like, you know what, I'm gonna see it.
yeah, And the thing is, just to bring it into perspective, it wasn't that I couldn't do it. It's just I wouldn't do it because I had other priorities.
You saving them for a car, so
Right. I was trying to get a car.
she
It's
in hindsight she
and
want to fucking
it's
wait.
yeah. When it comes down to it, in retrospect, in hindsight, it's more her fault. It's her wanting instant gratification rather than just wait. That was the key part to that. The key component was just to wait, and she didn't want to wait. So I guess if you want to look at it from that, but then again, I didn't drive her to cheat. It was already in her because, truth be told, when our relationship started, it started off of her cheating on a guy that she was previously with me, and my dumbass, not realizing or not even taking it serious because the other guy was in another state. Not realizing that, hey, this chick is a cheater, she can't be trusted. But yet I tried to trust her, even though the homies was like, nah, she ain't good. She's beneath you. And it took some time for me to really realize that she was. But But yeah, no, I see the point that you make, and when you said it, it kind of was, or it kind of did happen to me, rather, But other than that, like outside of that situation, I'm like really trying to think right now. Has it happened to me where I didn't have time for somebody? I've had situations that were at the early stages of talking to someone, and I didn't make the time for that person because I would sense have that my spider sense will go off and tell me like, yeah, this person ain't really about nothing, ain't really good for you. And I would just drag it on with text messages and just phone calls and never ever really set time to hang out with them. Now, everybody knows if you really want something, like somebody enough, you'll find the time. You'll try to create the time. Now, it's up to that person to take it,
Yeah,
to take you up on it. Now, I guess now me analyzing from what you said, the lack thereof of details, it kind of sounds like this person probably was already off it, even though you were making offers. You know what I'm saying? So maybe there was something else there that drove her to say, nah, I don't want it. Even though you said you was trying to make quality time for her, but yet she was stepping off with the next.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So there's probably a lot to analyze with that situation, even though you don't really want to be forthcoming with any details. But it's whatever because like as you said before we were recording, Cottonmouth. The person might be following you, so they might be listening to the show.
yeah,
The
possibly.
way, but the way I feel, why worry about their feelings? Fuck their feelings. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're using names here.
Word.
So, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. So, anything else you want to add to this topic? I mean, I'm running a little dry. I'm running on E right now.
Nah, I mean, I don't got nothing else. We can take a quick break and start up another one.
All right. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop that part out, and I guess we could wrap. So,
And I'm on E.
any all right. So, any closing thoughts on the topic, Mister Every Night?
Um,
And mind you, this is just a male's perspective. I'm sure there's a hell of a lot more to be said. We're actually just giving you a taste. Sorry to cut you off, but like I said, we're just giving you a taste because this is going to be a two-parter. It's probably not going to run concurrent behind each other because our guest speaker has a few things going on, so we have to actually wait until she frees up, you know, free up some time for us because we're the little people, and she's a giant amongst her peers. But like I was saying, Mr. Every Night, do you have any closing thoughts, statements, comments to make on the topic?
yeah, just be mindful of what you're doing because there's other people's feelings involved.
Mm,
Just don't string them along and try to keep them at your side, knowing that you're not going to be with them.
mm. Okay. All right. I mean, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree, and to that, I will say, yeah, just be mindful. Just, you know, be courteous, you know, pay attention, just even if you may not want to do something, try to find a time, try to compromise if and when you can. That's a part of relationships, compromising. Seeing the other person halfway, meeting them halfway, you know, if you don't like something that they want to do, figure it out. Don't just get annoyed and start saying to yourself, I don't like this. Maybe I need to change my ways. Just
Yeah, my shit keep going in and out, man. This is killing me. You might have to send me the audio.
All right, so every night's experiencing some technical difficulties. So, yeah, just again, I want to give a strong shout out to Nate Luna. You know, check out his podcast, The Chase. It should be on all major all major streaming platforms. So if you're on Spotify, just search The Chase by Nate Luna, and yeah, that should be all you need to look for. So with that being said, we're gonna close this episode, and I guess we'll catch you guys on the next episode. So I am the dark skinned marksman J-Steed, and he is.
Mr. Every Night, the problem solver, holder of the Infinity Stones.
Now I gotta correct that. You actually look like Mr. Universe right now, like
Word.
cosmic every night or some shit.
I look like Mr. Infinity from Marvel. Know what I mean?
There you go. So again, we are Rat Pack Media, and that's a wrap. Good night.